Hello, today we are solving May 2024 paper, Unit 2, question number B, okay, 2B. State if the issue of the shares was a bonus issue or a right issue. This was a share right, was a rights issue of shares. So we had solved some previous questions, okay. So this was all about issuing the right shares, okay. Then explain the two differences between a bonus share and the rights issue of share. A bonus share does not involve the shareholders paying any money for the shares, whereas a rights issue will involve paying money for the shares they are going to get. Then a bonus share is only made to the existing shareholders. It's given only to the existing shareholders, whereas rights issue, it can be given to anyone, okay, any of the new shareholders outside the company. Explain one example of how an issue of bonus share has the same effect as the rights issue of the shares. So when you issue a bonus share or the right shares, both are going to increase the share capital value. Both are ways of increasing the share capital value, okay. And also you can say that they are going to result in gearing ratio. It will increase the number of ordinary shares issued, right? So the number of ordinary shares increases, even if it is a bonus share or right share. And also gearing ratio, it will result in the reduction of a gearing ratio. Gearing ratio is called as the total debt divided by capital employed. So capital employed is going to change. That's going to affect the gearing ratio. Now the next part is calculate the gearing ratio of Galana's Homes PLC after the issue of shares. So let's calculate the gearing ratio. Gearing ratio is nothing but the total debt or the total non-current liabilities, okay, total non-current liabilities divided by the capital employed. So let's calculate the gearing ratio. So they have given, okay, let's see if they have given any information about the liabilities. Here they have given that the gearing ratio of Galana Homes was 22%. So earlier it was 22% before the issue of this ordinary shares. So let's calculate that, okay. So that means 22%, it's already given, 22% is equal to the total debt, okay. We don't know what is the total debt, but we know what was the share capital employed. They have given here the capital employed is equity reserves and non-current liabilities, okay, is equal to 200 million. The total value they have given 200 million, okay, 200 million, okay. This times 100, okay, that was what, this times 100 is 22%. So times 100, so that is nothing but, so we will calculate 22 percentage of, okay, 22 percentage of 200 million. So that is equal to 44 million, okay, that is equal to 44 million. So this represents the total debt, right? So this whatever we are calculating, so the total debt is equal to, or the total non-current liabilities and will be equal to 44 million. That is what is calculated from the previous year, okay. They had issued new shares worth, new shares, okay, new shares issued were equal to 12 million, okay, 12 million. That was the new shares that was issued, and the value is 12 million, okay. The premium is equal to, premium worth is equal to 2.4 million, 2.4 million. So the amount, okay, this was what was issued from the, during the ordinary share issue. So the total value of the share equity, okay, the share capital equity is now equal to increase of 14.4 million. Capital increase, okay, increase is going to be equal to 14.4 million, right? So this is the 14.4 million worth of shares is increasing after the issue of the ordinary shares. Now the new capital employed is going to be equal to, earlier it was 200 million, okay, 200 million, 200 million pounds was there. Now it has become equal to, okay, now it has become equal to increase by 14 14.4 million. So plus 14.4 million, okay, worth of the shares has increased on 4.4 million pounds. So now the new capital employed will be this much. So now the gearing ratio, let's calculate the gearing ratio. The gearing ratio, and we know the total debt. So the gearing ratio will be equal to 40, okay, divided by 214, okay, million, 214.4 million. So that is equal to, and this times 100 you have to do to get the ratio 0.52 percentage.